Well, hello everyone. You are now watching the Wendiness channel, and today I have another video. It's a comparison video of slime that I actually picked up from the mall. I am pretty surprised. I've seen slime everywhere. I've seen slime at Walmart, I've seen slime at Target, I've seen slime at Michael's, but I have yet to see slime at the mall. So this is my first time testing out the slime that I bought from the mall, and this video is basically a comparison between the different prices that I picked up because let's just see how it works. I'm not gonna say that I absolutely love the packaging. I feel like the packaging is just okay. If I were to make my own collection of slime, I would definitely make a better packaging, but because they all look somewhat different, I decided to test them out. The first one I'm gonna test out is this a $5 slime. Now, I really like the color and the packaging looks a little cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but when you open it, the texture of the slime is very interesting. As you can see, it looks very liquid and fluid-like, but it doesn't make your hands wet, which is really a good thing because when you make homemade slime and you make like slime that looks like really wet, it could get messy or it could like get all over your hands. But the slime that you buy, or this particular slime, it's kind of like very jello-like. I would imagine playing with jello is the best way I can explain it, and I really like all the color mixtures, and I feel like it's so delicate. It's like holding a real jellyfish. I am so afraid to pop it. Like, I don't know, it's just like jiggly and I just don't want to pop it. Like, I know like a lot of people want me to like just rip this into shreds. I'm about to show you guys right now actually. So let me just tell you, like, the problem about this slime is when you start pulling it, it literally rips apart. It's kind of similar to the feeling of ripping a jellyfish apart. Now, I have never personally ripped a jellyfish apart, but I would assume that's pretty much what it feels like. And I'm not really a big fan of this because once you rip it apart, you cannot put it back together. So basically it's done. Like, the slime is done. Like, playtime is over. Like, it just became jello. It just put, like, think of imagining putting jello, like pieces of jello back together. It will never be the same again. It just looks like a hot mess. So I'm not really a big fan as far as the playability of this slime, but the look, like the color, is amazing. I love the color, but I'm just not really having such a great time playing with it. The next slime I'm going to test out is supposedly from the company I bought it from, but when I checked the label, it says it's from Target Corporation. So I'm assuming that they bought some slime from Target and then tried to claim it that it's their own slime from their company, which is really weird. Now, let's talk about the slime. First off, the colors do not mix well. I don't know what they're thinking about. And the snake looks cheap, like from, I don't know, like some stuff that you win at Dave & Buster's for like 100 tickets. And I did not have fun playing with this slime. I mean, I just don't know what is the point of putting snake in a slime. It's not Halloween yet, and it's kind of creepy. I don't know if you guys, I don't know, it's just like if you have like any phobia for like creatures or insects or like snakes, I mean, you definitely do not want to play with this slime. And I'm not even that scared of everything, but this made me feel really weird. I did not want to touch the snake at all, and if you're gonna put stuff in slime, at least make it so that people want to play with it. This does not make me want to play with it, and also it has the same texture as the first slime, which is like jellyfish type or jello type, and you cannot put this back together. So again, this is another epic fail for me, and for $10, girl, are you crazy? On to the final slime. Now this one is $15, guys. I let the salesperson talk me into it. She's like, okay, this one's gonna be $15. And I'm like, say what? Come again? What? How much? She's like, it's $15.99. And I damn near died. I was like, wait a second. You mean to tell me you're gonna sell me some slime that people could make for way cheaper for like $15.99? But anyways, since I'm making this video, I decided to buy it to test it out for you guys and let you know if it's worth it, if you should ever buy slime that's $15.99. But yeah, so anyways, I decided to take the slime out. Oh, and also she said it smelled good, so I guess, you know, I was thinking, well, maybe because it smelled good that it's worth $15.99. Not. Anyways, it smells like an orange soda when you take it out of the jar. Like, thinking about drinking an orange soda when I was actually playing with this slime, I was like, I'm not even like a soda person, but it made me thought about orange soda like really hard when I was playing with this. Anyways, the problem with this slime is basically you can't really get it out of the jar. I mean, it's almost like a Laffy Taffy, but in like slime form. It's kind of like, you know, melted candy, but like really sticky melted candy. But since I spent $15.99, girl, I have to get all the slime out of the jar. I mean, it's just like not even like I need to get that. I need to get my money's worth, you feel me? So anyways, I got all the slime out. And the good news, let's talk about the good news. The good news is that you can combine the slime, you can play with it, you can mold it, you can stretch it, then put it back together. Unlike the first two slime where after you stretch it, it's basically over, you know? This time, you can actually play with it for a long time. And also, the color, like they have different selections. So this one is orange soda, and then they have like, you know, the pink ones and they have blue ones, and they all have different flavors. Because it was like way too expensive, I did not want to buy all the flavors. I mean, they're pretty much exactly the same. Not flavors, but you know what I mean, like it smells like a certain scent. And I feel like this is a pretty good piece of slime. It kind of reminds me of like Aaron's putty a little bit, and it's just like a really nice texture. I mean, you could definitely stretch it really far. I mean, this slime can go pretty far, and it's also pretty rough. So if you ball it like into a baseball and you try to hit somebody in the head with it, they're gonna feel like somewhat of a concussion the next day, like I'm pretty sure. It's a pretty rough piece of slime. It's definitely not jiggly, it's definitely not like fluffy slime. It's kind of like putty, pretty much. But, oh, and I also made some cute little bubbles. So, I wouldn't really buy this again for $15.99, but I did want to show you guys that at least for $15.99 I was able to play with it, unlike the other two. Yeah, we're gonna get into that right now. And yeah, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the what the heck. So for this is a $5 slime. It's a very small little container. I bought a $2 slime from Michael's in that one video, and I had so much fun playing with it. And this for $10? Are you crazy? For $10, it gave me the creepiest experience of my life. Like, I didn't think I would ever feel this creepy playing with slime, but apparently I did. Now this one for $15.99, I don't think so. Even if it smells like roses and smells like Jesus, I'm still not going to buy it for $15.99 again. So anyway, not worth it, but at least you could play with it. So out of the three, the $15.99 slime, you could actually play with it for a long time. It functions like putty. The one in the middle, it breaks apart, pretty creepy, the worst one. And the $5 one is the cheapest one, and also can't play with it except for one time only. And that's pretty much my conclusion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other comparison videos, and I will see you guys in my next one where I test more stuff.